If you think of a place like MIT, it's based on scarcity. We can only fit a few thousand people out of a few billion people on the planet. We say no to almost everyone. And why is that? You assume knowledge is scarce. You have to come here to get access to the books. That's no longer true. The books are online. You assume people are scarce. You have to come here and get access to peers. But through things like broadband video networks, I see many people around the world, more often than colleagues at MIT. We're too busy to talk to each other. You come here then for the tools. In a lab like mine, there's some $1 million machines that only a few people can have and only a few people know how to work. And those are really very specialized. You need a place like this for it. What we're doing instead in this growing Fab Lab network is running a thing called the Fab Academy. The way that works is students have peers in work groups with mentors surrounded by machines locally. Then we link them globally for video and content sharing. And the connection between fabrication and education is once you have a basic set of tools to turn data into things and things into data, it means you can bootstrap and you can make anything else on demand. You can download the campus. Digital computing, digital communication, plus now fabrication means ultimately we can harness much more of the planet's brain power. It's really challenging the boundary between scientist and non-scientist. Another version of that is there's a lot of concern about jobs and manufacturing and things like that on one side. On the other hand, there's this groundswell of interest in the maker movement of things like Fab Labs and maker fairs, and we're helping the White House plan an event. And that's a whole generation interested in science and technology, but it's not called that. It's just celebrating the joy of living at this boundary of digital and physical. If you go up to a random person and say, do you want to learn this stuff? The answer is no. But if you give them access to cool tools that do cool stuff, and do you want to play with machines that make things and then make bigger things, and there's a really natural path into it. And so the opportunity is to tap more of the planet's brain power. But the way to get there isn't going to be by persuasion. It's going to be by empowering, by giving people access not to the finished stories, but by the real tools that they can use.